Hey, how's it going, guys? This is David from Dalvod's WoW Experience, and today I'll be doing a commentary from Twin Peaks as seen by a rogue. I received a suggestion from DarkstepGaming. If you've heard of them, they're really good, and you should check out their videos on their channel. Let's go ahead and start out with my spec here. I went with Subtlety, Rogue, and I do a focus with my main attack as Backstab. But I also made sure I put those extra 2 points in the combat for that recoup buff there, for receiving less damage while I have my recoup up. And I put 1 point into backstab crit, and then these are my glyphs. It's more of a PvP preference for me. They may not be the best in your eyes, or you might do things differently, but that's just what I prefer. So I'm going to fast forward through all the quick traveling here. The traveling is kind of boring to my eyes, and I don't like watching it when other people are commentating, so hopefully you get a kick out of that. I head over to this side in Twin Peaks just because I like to bother the horde, and I like to just open with a bit of damage and try to kill somebody. I usually get 1 or 2 down. During this fight, I open up on the Paladin with a Garrote. Do a little backstab, hemo, and rupture, I believe is the order I did there. And I don't think I have a recoup up right now. That's a really bad idea. It looks like I even shadow danced him for a second there to try to bring him down faster, but he did a little lay on hands action, and I lagged out as well, so that didn't help matters. But I ran around the corner just because that hunter was tagging me the whole time, and I was having issues with that. And like I said, I'm not the best rogue, but I do enjoy it and I have fun with it. And I just do a little tap on the paladin, give him a little crippling poisoning, and get more distance between me and him. I think that I reset here. Decided just to reset, get a little time for myself so that I can reopen on him. He was going for the leaf there, the restoration thing, and I took that from him and put it on myself. That'll help me with this fight. It looks like he trinketed out of one of my stuns there for a second, and I popped Shadow Dance again. I know that for a fact. I'm going to do a stun on him, and I'll pop Shadow Dance and start opening up again. And that's kind of my pattern, is that I'll open with a kidney shot before I do my Shadow Dance, and then pop Shadow Dance and throw in a few ambushes and stuff. And I would have taken him out, honestly, but everyone rezzed and they ended up killing me. Unfortunately, that's kind of what happens every once in a while, is that you get overpowered and you really just can't help that situation happening. But on the damage I was topping for Alliance, I only had about 300,000 damage done, which didn't really matter, honestly. I didn't do a lot for the BG at that point. It was kind of just a fun thing for me to do. But now I'm going to get a little bit more focused on the BG and winning the BG, and I'm going to go into their flag room and hopefully be able to return the flag here in a minute. One thing as a rogue is that you do put out a lot of damage, and you hit hard, and you can take a little bit of a beating, but honestly, with these sort of odds and how well geared he is, he's not the best geared, but he's got some pretty good gear on him. That warrior is going to be a little bit more difficult to kill, and you need to make sure you wait and do things in groups. Just in a battleground, it's just a smart thing to do, is to wait in groups. You can see I've dropped a smoke bomb. There's a lot of range in the room, and not many people were actually meleeing me, so I dropped a smoke bomb just so the range wouldn't hit me while I was opening up on the warrior. It ended up being a smart idea. I lasted a little bit longer, lived for quite a bit longer in this situation, and we took the warrior down really fast, but I made a mistake by not clicking on the flag right away. You see that shaman picked it up. If you're a melee class and you're fighting the flag carrier and you're with a bunch of ranged guys and you're the only one next to the flag carrier, you really need to make sure that you do your part and click on that flag. But the shaman was pretty squishy. We took him down really quick. I got quite a couple good crits throughout that, and ended up dying just because I got focused, or fuckest, I'd like to say sometimes, and got worked there for a few minutes. And I checked the charts again there, and I'm at 600,000 damage at this point, but I returned a flag. We actually scored a point, so that's good. Horde always does this, guys. They'll pick up the flag and they'll run out this side in Twin Peaks. If anyone who plays Twin Peaks will know that. So if you see them pick up the flag, this is a safe bet to just run over here. Occasionally they'll go down the front ramp or the graveyard side, but usually it's just down this side. I open on this hunter. You can see another hunter is going to start attacking them. Just good. We were able to take him down pretty quick. The mage here is going to blink, and he's going to run away. Well, he's not going to run away. He's going to try to kite. He throws down his ring. Don't try to run through those rings. As a rogue, it's the best idea to either try to re-stealth and just wait it out for a few minutes, or you can cloak into there. When a mage blinks, and when a hunter does his I don't even know what the move's called when they jump away from you backwards, or like a goblin rockets away from you or something. You know, it's good to save your shadow step for those sorts of abilities that they can use, just so you can catch up to them. And we have a DK here. This DK is really good. He's actually one of my favorite DKs to watch, just because he nearly kills this druid. There's like 3 or 4 of us on him. He puts out mad damage, and he can stay alive for quite a while. It was quite surprising to me, and it was fun to watch him. He's really well geared, really well skilled as well. This warrior not so much, but it was kind of fun to watch him for a few minutes during this BG. As you can see, Toko Mojo, I think his name is. He's the healer on the horde side. I think they only have one healer, and he's the one. And so we got to open big on him. And what I do is I kidney shot, throw 2 ambushes there, both critting, one for 35k, the other for 30k. So I hit pretty large there, but he's probably not very well geared, so you can't say that that was all me or something. Rogues don't always hit that hard, just like other characters don't always hit as hard as they always show they do on videos. It's just every once in a while you'll go up against someone who's pretty poorly geared, and you can open big on them. Dropping my smoke bomb so I don't get hit. This hunter is kind of weak sauce, but look at the numbers here. There's no way that we're going to be able to beat all these horde. I think I eventually end up running away. A second ago there you saw the vipers and venom snakes come up. That was that hunter's trap. I threw my fan of knives. That's really important to do as a rogue when you're in a group, is that you got to be a team player, and you got to be able to support everybody by taking out those snakes as fast as you can. Anyone who AoEs needs to do that, but especially for rogues, we have that ability, so we need to use it. I did a dumb thing here. I opened up on this warrior because I thought he grabbed his flag. I kind of went a little, I don't know, I wasn't looking around at what was going on around me, so I was kind of tunnel visioned on the warrior for a minute, not realizing that the rest of the horde were going to be running in at any second, and I could have probably taken this paladin out on my own while they were focusing the warrior, and he lay on hands there, and I ended up dying just because I got wrecked by that hunter and warrior and DK, and I mean there was a lot of people in there. But that's how it happens sometimes. I'm still topping damage for Alliance. We capped again, by the way, when we returned that flag from the hunter. Just so you know, I didn't mention that. But I dropped a smoke bomb on this guy. Worked out really well in this situation, just because as I did that, all his support had run past, and when they turned around, there wasn't a lot they could do initially, just because the smoke bomb was there, and we were able to open up pretty big here. I don't have my recoup up. I'm going to die. I know that's going to happen here in a second. But that's another important thing as a rogue. Make sure you keep up your recoup. And looks like we actually won this one, which was surprising as Alliance. It was nice to see. I topped damage on the Alliance side and second heals. I ended up taking second overall. But 8 of the top 10 were Horde anyways, so it didn't matter. Their Horde out damaged us. We just outplayed them. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you check out some more videos at Davud's WoW Experience.